Alrighty, YouTube, back with another video, a little bit of a game haul today. We got Dragon Quest Treasures, European copy, I believe. We got Dragon Quest Monsters, The Dark Prince. This one I'm excited for because, from what I understand, and I purposely went out of my way to not really look up a whole lot of stuff about these two games. But the little bit that I do know, I think I'm more excited for Dragon Quest Monsters, The Dark Prince, because it's, I guess, like a monster capturing type of RPG. And this is a little bit of an unpopular opinion, but back in the day for the Wii, where it didn't have a lot of RPG games, one of the ones that I really liked was, oh shoot, what was it called? It was Tales of Symphonia. And apparently it was part 2 to one that came out in the GameCube, which is now on Switch, which I have to pick up. But Tales of Symphonia, a lot of people didn't like it. I don't know why, because when I played it, I was so into the whole monster part of the RPG where you can kind of like, I don't even remember if you caught them or you convinced them to join you. I don't know what it was, but whatever the mechanics were in that game, I loved it. I loved the idea of getting multiple monsters, transforming them, having branching evolutions, and then like resetting them back to zero, but with an extra amount of stats depending on how far you leveled them up, and just rinsing and repeating that cycle over and over again, going to the Coliseum. Anyways, so I don't know anything about Dragon Quest Monsters, but if it's in any way, shape, or form has some sort of like loop where you capture, combine, evolve, something like that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a good game like that. So excited for that one. And of course, we got SUIKODEN 1 and 2. Now, this game, I've never gotten into these SUIKODEN games except for the second one. And back in, I don't know, it must have been 2011 or 12, I got a PSP. I hacked it, and I would go on to the internet, and I'd look up, what are, like, the best PlayStation 1, Nintendo 64, Game Boy Advance, Super Nintendo RPGs out there. What are the best? And one of the ones that kept coming up in, like, top 10 lists, top 20 lists where you got to try them, was SUIKODEN 2, specifically the second one. 1 and 2 came in this one, so I'm excited about that. I did download and play it for about 10 hours on the PSP so long ago, and the little bit that I played it, I thought it was a great game, fun game. It sucked me in. I love the animations. I thought that it was going to be overwhelming having like 6 people in your party, but the little bit that I remember, the little bit that I can remember, it was fun, it was cool, and it was interesting, and it feels pretty validating to see so many years later this get like a re-release and so much hype and like fanfare behind it. So I may get to finally, I will get to finally experience the first game, hopefully play that, get all the people in there, and then continue on to the second one, play it, and figure out for myself why exactly it was that this was on so many top 10 lists back in 2011 for RPG games that came out on the PS1. Niche little scenario I found myself in, of like finding great RPG games for the PS1 so that I could play them on the PSP, sure, but whatever. I feel like I was onto something, seeing so much hype behind this, and now I have it. So I'm just going to do a quick little, I already slit this part on. I'm just going to... This is probably everyone's favorite part of the video, right? When I struggle to... Oh, I'm just going to put this down 2 seconds. And I'm going to replace this copy with another copy that has extra goodies in it. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, there. I got it kind of open. We're gonna find out together, because I haven't looked it up. We're going to see if there's anything cool. Okay, let's just take a look at the box for a little bit. Okay, rarity of ravishing riches await. Yeah, I really like the art style. I believe if he wasn't associated with, this is definitely inspired by that guy that made the art for Dragon Ball Z. I say that guy, but I don't know his name. I know he's like revered and loved by everybody, and he just kind of passed away a couple years ago. But his art style endures. Dragon Ball Z, whatever Dragon Ball they're doing now, it's still coming out, I think. I don't know. I don't keep up with it. But the art style, awesome. Love it. Really draws you in. Let's see here. Oh, it looks like there's a code of some sort. Let me just remove that. So, other than the code, it looks like it's just a pretty standard Switch game box. Yeah, well, that's it for that. And then the code. Well, I'm not going to show you guys the code, but this is the back of the code. And then Square Enix members product registration card. Yeah, alright, well, let's go to the next one. So, again, that art style from that dude. You know it when you see it. Like, there's just a certain way that monsters, like, I don't know what it is, the anatomy, the proportions, the style, but you know it when you see it. And like this guy, you see him and you go, that's a wizard from Dragon Ball Z. Never before discussed, brought up, or anything. He just looks so Dragon Ball Z like. All right, let's just pull this. Alrighty. Cool. Alright, let's see. Maybe they got a... Oh! No, even less. No code in this box. Pretty standard, pretty basic. Dragon Quest monsters. Cool. Still excited to play it. I hope the hype is for real. Alright, finally. SUIKODEN, whatever. Alright, I'm gonna... Maybe I can get this one on camera. The other ones just would not cooperate. Alright. Yeah. I gotta get myself like a little kickstand or tripod if I'm gonna keep trying to do these kinds of videos. Can't be doing it one-handed. Oh, got a little bit of... Alright. Cool. Okay. Let's see. Okay, looks like we got some type of code. What is this? Oops. Well, anyways, I think it's like some code for these things. You get 57,300 Poch, whatever that is, a fortune orb, and a prosperity orb. So that's really cool. And it's a mostly standard box, but you could see that they have it lined up a little bit kind of like with like the hills and the mountains and like a map of like the game. And this is the game cart. Alright, well, starting to get to 10 minutes, so I kind of just want to close it on there. But yeah, so that was my little game haul. And I'm looking forward to trying these games out and posting more. So, like, comment, subscribe, all that cool stuff. And, see you later.